Morro Bay is located along the California coast northwest of San Luis Obispo. The campground is quite large, with 30 hookup and 110 non-hookup sites. We stayed at a hookup site on this trip and it felt quite peaceful, but the non-hookup sites did look a bit crowded. Across the street from the campground is a marina where you can rent kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards. There is also a nice restaurant overlooking the water, but there seem to be people waiting outside at all hours of the day, so be prepared for that if you decide to eat here. Towards the back of the campground is a trail to Black Hill. It's about 1.25 miles each way with about a 600-foot elevation gain. Follow the signs to the group camp area. On the way to the group camp area, there is a sign for exercise trail to your right. You can take that trail, but we decided to keep going. Once you get to the group camp area, there is another sign for an unnamed trail to your right. Follow this unnamed trail. Very soon you'll reach a T and a sign that says exercise trail to the right. Ignore that sign and turn left. Very soon you'll see another intersection with a sign for exercise trail pointing behind you. Again, ignore that and keep going. Buried in the bush is a sign for Black Hill, which is where we're headed. Pretty soon you'll reach Parkview Road. You'll need to cross the road and the trail continues on the other side. At this point, you can turn around and already get a nice view of the Morro Bay estuary. The trail starts to narrow, and you really need to start paying attention to where you step, because there is poison oak all along this trail. After about a quarter mile, you'll see this intersection. It's not marked, but to the right is Grove Trail, and you'll want to turn left and walk uphill to continue on Black Hill Trail. Soon after, you'll come across another unmarked intersection, but to the right is Pipeline Trail, and once again you'll want to turn left and walk uphill to stay on Black Hill Trail. When you see this wooden gate, which again is unmarked, you'll want to turn right and continue uphill. You'll then come to another intersection with this post. You'll want to keep walking straight forward. And you might think, oh, there's finally a trail marker. But nope. Finally, a sign. We're almost to the top. And yes, there is parking up here, so you can drive here, but what's the fun in that? You'll start to get some pretty nice views of the bay, but don't lose sight of the poison oak. Finally, when you make it to the top, if it's a clear day, you'll be rewarded with this gorgeous view of Morro Bay estuary and the star of the show, Morro Rock. Our timing was perfect because about 10 minutes after this shot, the fog rolled in, completely covering the view. And that's it. Head back the way you came. Or if you're 5 years old, you can complain about being tired or afraid of the poison oak and have your dad hike down and drive back to pick you up while you eat snacks and wait.